Hey, today we're going to talk about weddings and other events you might be planning, but I know wedding season is right here because we are headed into June. Lots of June weddings and bridal showers and all that kinds of good stuff. So if you are planning a wedding or a big event like a wedding, then you are probably working with some kind of budget. And one thing that I can help you with your budget is decorations, because there's some really beautiful things you can make that are really not expensive. So I'm going to talk to you about a few of those things today. I'm Teresa and this is Celebration Elevation, and today I'm going to show you a few different things you can do for your wedding tables. And these might be your centerpieces for tables, or this could just be decorations for other tables at your wedding, but we're going to have a few different things to choose from, and maybe you want to mix and match. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do, because this is actually going to take hours, so I'm going to have to show you part of this now and I'll come back to it later, but I'm going to show you right down here is I bought these really cool, you may have seen them before, like the places I'd seen them before are like county fairs, things like that. So they are these beads, water beads they're called. I got transparent because that way you can kind of use these for whatever occasion, whatever color scheme you have. So I'm not going to use the entire thing right now. I'm going to use about half of it. So I'm pouring about half of these in here, and I know for the whole thing it says like 12 cups of water. Okay, so now I'm going to pour some water in here, and then we're going to leave it to set, and they're going to actually puff up into big jelly beans kind of things. They look really cool, and we can do all kinds of fun things with them. So I'm just going to pour some water in here. It doesn't even come with instructions, so I'm just kind of winging it, but I saw one brand and it said pour the package in and then pour 12 cups of water. So hopefully too much water is not a bad thing, and I'm just going to let them set so there you can see what they look like. I'm going to move these off to the side, and it says it takes like 4 hours. Something that you should be doing when you're planning a wedding, okay, I shouldn't say you should be doing. I sound like the mom. Something you should be doing, but I believe you should, is checking out some thrift stores. And I know that sounds like, if you're not somebody who does thrift stores, then thrift stores sounds like, why do I want to use people's old stuff that they got rid of? But there are some really great finds at thrift stores, and usually they're pretty cheap. I mean, you can find things for like 50 cents or $1, whatever. So when you're going to these thrift stores, or if you're going to like yard sales or garage sales, keep your eyes open for things like vases or candle holders or any kind of jars, things like that you could try to look past what they look like and see that they could be pretty. Like these things I think are actually just pretty. I'm gonna hold them up under this camera, but this is like a creamer, I think, or a sugar, maybe this is a sugar holder. But we're going to turn that into a candle holder. This is a little sherbet holder, or like a sherbet or ice cream holder. This I think was a votive holder. But what you can do with things like these, and then I love this. This was a candle holder, and it actually, you can see the candle in there, but you could even use it this way if you want and use it as a vase. So see, looks very pretty. So what we're going to do with these things today is we're going to paint them with some, which I just discovered, clear Elmer's glue. Did you know they had clear Elmer's glue? I did not know this, okay, until I found some projects and I was like, what are they using? And it's clear Elmer's, why am I having trouble with that? Clear Elmer's glue. We're going to use some of that, and you could use paint or you could use food coloring. And so I'm going to try some food coloring, and we're going to work with that, and I'm going to get things together, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. This is the food coloring I'm using. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these plastic cups. You don't need a lot of this. Pour some of your clear glue in there. You can see I didn't pour a ton in there. And then I got some straws to stir it. Since I don't actually have a wedding coming up that I'm aware of, I'm just going to use color that I like. I'm going to do let's see, Jeez, now I'm gonna make a decision here. Okay, sky blue. Okay, so I'm gonna take a few drops. We'll see how much we need. I don't want to start out with too much. Do 4 drops and we'll see how that goes. So now I'm gonna stir it up. Oh, that's pretty. You can see how that looks so pretty. Oh, that looks nice. Okay, and you could do it darker if you want. But what we want to do is we're going to do tinted glass. So I think what I'll do is I'll work with this one right now. I don't want to do the inside of it. I'm going to just do the outside. Paint a thin coating on all over the outside of the glass. And you've seen me maybe do this before. I've done this with Mod Podge and then baking it. With this one, I'm going to see, I don't know if I even am gonna need to bake it. Why did I do the bottom first? That was kind of dumb. That's okay. And you can see that it can get kind of gloopy in the areas, so just kind of thin it out. Just keep brushing it. You can use a brush if you want to. The thing I like the best about these foam brushes is they don't leave the brush marks, and also you can buy them at the Dollar Tree for like, I think 8 or something for $1.25. And the thing I like with these things I'm doing right now is the cut glass. So I'm actually just gonna, I think that this is really gonna look pretty in the cut glass because I haven't done cut glass. I've done mason jars, but I haven't done cut glass before. And what we're gonna do with it in a different video is we'll make candles in the things that we've colored and changed up today. So you'll be able to see how they look when they're all finished, and then we make candles with them. And that's a really pretty, just putting a bunch of these around some simple flowers is going to be really pretty. Okay, so this one, you can see I finished that guy. I'm gonna do another one. I think I'm gonna use a different color. So now I'm gonna move on to a different cup. I'm gonna put a little bit more of the Elmer's glue, the clear Elmer's glue in it. Okay, we'll do some pink. I like the aqua color we got going on over there. I'm gonna just try to do 2 drops in here and we'll see what that looks like. That was so dumb. Why did I do the bottom like that? Okay, I'm not gonna be that dumb this time. Okay, so here I'm mixing it up and oh, that's pretty. That's a light color. So I think it will actually dry pretty, not so bright, not such a bright color. Okay, let's see. So, and when you're working with the cut glass or, patterned glass, you're gonna have to kind of get in the little spaces in there too. And again, I'm just gonna do the outside of this because this way I can make candles with it or I can use it for vases. If you do this on the inside and you use it for a vase, the glue will just dissipate with the water. There are different kinds of Mod Podge you can use and they are water safe. Then you want to take like a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper and then you want to put your glass thing on it and you want to put it in the cold oven and then put your temperature to, you want to put it at a really low setting, leave it in for about 20 minutes and then turn off your oven and let it cool in there after you've turned off the oven. So don't take it out when it's hot. The thing is you don't want these glasses to come to different temperatures, extremes, that will crack your glass. So that's why I'm saying put it in a cold oven and then don't take it out until it is cool as well. Okay, so the next part of this we're gonna do, I think this is so fun. I'm experimenting with this. We're gonna use just a mason jar. Now, I'm really excited about this one. Okay. So this is something you definitely can do, especially if you are going to be using silk flowers at your wedding. So let's say you like these silk flowers. Maybe I should get a couple more just to be sure. So let me get the flowers ready first. So I'm just taking this clear glass mason jar. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these very pretty but very cheap. So yours will you could get yours from Dollar Tree. Like these are from Dollar Tree. And okay, this is perfect because there's 5 total. And I really always feel like, especially with flowers, but when you're doing decorative things, you want to do things in, look what I did, I pulled the whole thing off. You want to do things in odd numbers. So, not 4 flowers, it would be 3 flowers or 5 flowers. What we're doing is we are going to take some, so this was washed, and then you take some rubbing alcohol, rub it all over so you got the oils off of it. And then this was just from, I think this I got at Michael's. These are just like rocks, like some glass. I guess they are like sea glass color. Okay, I'm gonna put a few in there, and I'm gonna put a few of these white rocks in here. Then I'm going to put some glue in here. And then let me see if any of the glue will hold up. Put a few more rocks in here. So this is the glue going in, the Elmer's glue. And you can see it from the side. Let me show you up here. See, it's kind of in there like this. Let me show you in here. This is what it looks like. Do you see it? It looks like there's water in there. And then we're gonna set that aside. And this, you know, in any of the vessels you could possibly use, you could, your possibilities are endless for the colors and everything else in here. It hasn't been that long, but this is what's happening to our beads. Isn't that cool? It's really like, let me touch it. I'll show you. Ooh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, it feels fun. It's like fun to play with. Okay, I want to show you what you can do with these really cool balls of liquid. So like I said, this was just half the package of these water beads. This is, I just went down, this way I was out of breath. I went down and I picked these really pretty wildflowers that are growing just right down on our property where my mother-in-law lives. She plants all kinds of beautiful flowers, and right now she has a ton of wildflowers growing. So many. These are California poppies, by the way. So look how pretty that looks. But you could use any flowers you have for your wedding, and you could use these. This was the one that we did with Elmer's glue. And so what I'll show you here is if we put these inside, this is just a little, that little sherbet dish. We could either put a tea light in here like this and put that on the tables, or this is one of these kind. The, what do you call that light? Why can't I think of the name of that light? I'll think of it and then I'll put it on the title below what I'm saying. So right now it should say what these are really called, and I don't know why I can't think of that. Okay, so anyway, then these are the real tea lights, and I will show you. And this is something we did. This is a cute idea. We did these. I could put a link to them. They're just little matches, and for the engagement party for them, we did a little Marissa and Kevin, a match made in heaven. Get it? Because they're matches. That's something you could also do as like a favor. You could do some kind of little tea light thing, or just do matches. Do the tea lights all over tables and just put several books of matches around for people knowing that they're gonna, you know, take them home. So these look really pretty. This looks really pretty. These are a bunch of ideas for you guys for inexpensive things you can do on your tables for weddings or bridal showers, whatever you're decorating for. I hope you like them. I will come back and do some more things soon for weddings, maybe favors. Comment below if there are things that you would like to see that you're trying to look for ideas for, and I would be happy to help you. Oh, I forgot to mention, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Just click that little subscribe button, the little bell to let you know when my new videos are out, and the, what else? The thumbs up if you like the video. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Bye guys.